Now, as we were talking about the spreading of COVID-19, people and surfaces, as this disease can spread from person to person. Why this 1 meter has been pointed out? I think that I have missed to put that picture. Even some of the researchers have shown by sneezing and coughing, they are traveling up to 1 meter range. With a slow camera, they have identified, and this has been given. Then for your mouth and all these things, then how it is a person when it comes in contact with others, the carrier comes in contact with a normal person affected. Then on the surfaces also, which has the difficulty, like this COVID-19, from China, what we will say, uh, because every world is, the entire world is telling, and still there is a debate going on whether really this is from China or what. So it will be premature again to again say so strongly it is from China, but most of the traces they have found it is originated from China. Then it has been through these baggage, restaurants, and mobile phones. Here itself, our COVID torch will be playing role on these surfaces. How we have come up with the counter of this device having this. Now, virus viability are different. As just now I have mentioned, how much is the time for this COVID-19, particularly if you will take this my right side of this, which has been, I'm moving the cursor on this place where it has been stated SARS-CoV-2, aerosols it stays for 3 hours, copper it stays for 8 hours, plastic stainless steel stays for 72 hours, and cardboard stays for 24 hours. So considering all these aspects, we wanted to neutralize all these things. Since first of all, while doing this research, we have read a bit, then we have studied a good amount how this COVID-19 virus looks like, what is its composition. Just now I mentioned you the RNA structure. Then we have come up with ideas. Then we wanted to know what are the possible ways of spreading this COVID-19. One is from person to person. Then another ways are through various ways, which has been pointed out from these various surfaces. So these are the major concern, and hence we wanted to tap all these possibilities. So again, few of the concept, basic concept, this prevention of COVID-19, I'll be pushing up to certain extent. As of now, it has been said antibiotics do not work against coronavirus, which has been come up on social media, and others also they were spreading information about this. Now, the best way to protect from COVID-19 is protecting yourself and preventing the spread of the disease. So this is the concept. Means first of all, you try to protect yourself and then preventing the spread of this disease. That exactly our torch, which will be playing a very vital role by showing how this can be prevent the spread of this disease. Now, the protecting yourself means it has been stated around 19 seconds or 20 seconds. You wash your hands with an alcohol-based sanitizer or with soap and water. Then cover your mouth and your nose with bent elbow or tissue when coughing. Keep a distance of at least 1 meter. This 1 meter has come up due to all these scientific experiments. And anyone who coughs or sneezes, then seek medical attention if you have difficulty breathing and a high fever. Then try your best not to touch your eyes, nose, and your mouth. This also will be showing how this torch will be playing role over here. Follow the directions of your national or local health authorities. This is very important because we people, at least educated people, should follow the directions of national or local health authorities to counter this disease. protection measures for people that are in or visited infected areas. As we are aware, if the person is from the infected area or suspected, then the best way is to home quarantine. So that is the first part, is stay home if you do not feel well, even if you feel mild symptoms such as headache, slight fever, and runny nose. The number two, if you need to go out, for example, to buy food or supplies, wear a mask to minimize the risk of infecting others. Because by covering the mask, most of these things will not spread in air and it may not cause. Then always it has been stated, use gloves, also surgical gloves. Of course, most of in our local market we don't find this so much the care has been taken. And now, if you have difficulty breathing and or a high fever, seek medical advice as soon as possible. This is also I feel number 3 point. Also, most of the people are ignoring it and they are delaying it. Perhaps they were thinking that this is a routine and which is causing maximum disasters also. And then number fourth is call your provider and inform them of any recent travel. Since from the place to place, this disease is, spreads like anything. The spreading rate is very high due to various reasons. Hence, if you are coming from any place or from infected areas, it is always better to inform your local authorities also. Now, this how to wear mask, this I'm sure everyone has aware. I'm not going to take this much, but what do you need to make your own hand sanitizers? This is very important because there are various now the entire market is booming up with hand sanitizers, which has been shown by one or the other persons. Uh, However, we must get the appropriate sanitizer also, which is also equally important. And they said isopropyl alcohol that is very good. That kills microorganisms and prevents their expansion. Tea tree oil has good antibacterial and antiviral property. Particularly the south region, Kerala and others, this even Tamil Nadu, they do have this a lot of facilities for lavender oil has good antibacterial and antiviral properties. Sweet bear rose oil, aloe vera gel, which for just this while washing our hands with isopropyl alcohol, there is always it causes irritation. Let's go with the aloe and try to keep some 100 ml plastic bottle with us. This is compound. There are in the market, there is a boom has come up for hand sanitizer, but while purchasing the hand sanitizer, we must be cautious whether we are procuring the perfect hand sanitizer or not. It's not advisable to use. Someone, Suji raised a hand. Do you have any questions?
Sir, we have a lot of questions that we'll take it at the end of the session. So no problem.
Okay, because I could find Suji is raising the hand.
No problem. So you go ahead, sir.
It is not advisable to use chemical distinctions since they create health issues. And here itself, we are much cautious what we had done it over here. I will tell, because all these concept I'll be telling, even if I'll forget, do remind me. I'll tell the experience with state government. I'll tell the experience had with ICMR through the state government, how positive they are, and the difficulties what we will be facing. Now, after going through this entire concept of how this virus looks like, RNA looks like, then the timings, how long it will be stays on various surfaces, we started thinking how to how to neutralize this COVID-19 and try to control the spread. As we all are aware, this is now the completely physics part has started from here onwards. This is electromagnetic waves which do have electric field. Then this is the magnetic field, and this is we all are aware about this. But basically, if we comes with this electromagnetic spectrum, that's I'm covering this basic information. And most of us might have seen this electromagnetic wave spectrum. There is the gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwave, and radio waves. It will speaks in terms of their wavelength. Now, if you had seen, my talk title was UV torch. UV means ultraviolet, which has been stated over here. But in this ultraviolet, again, there will various ultraviolets that also I'll be highlighting which ultraviolet we have chosen and why is it so. If you'll see on this spectrum, in between visible rays and X-ray, there comes the ultraviolet. So this itself we have taken in our research activity. In this ultraviolet, there will be three types of ultraviolet rays, most commonly UV, ultraviolet A, ultraviolet B, and ultraviolet C. As we all are aware, ultraviolet A, ultraviolet B can reach to the earth, but ultraviolet C will not reach to the earth, since it will get absorbed in the ozone layer itself, which will not come up to the earth's surface. So there will be the misconceptions people might be having. No, instead of using this ultraviolet, you will keep it in the open sunlight, it may kill. So, at such, the research has been shown, particularly UVC is very much susceptible for this kind of viruses and bacteria. That's the reason we are focusing towards the UVC. And this UVC, it ranges from 200 nanometer to 80 nanometer. So, but in our torch, which we have designed, we have taken the wavelength up to 54 nanometer as of now, and we have shown how this is, can be used. As just now I have stated, there are three types of ultraviolet rays: UVA, UVB, and UVC. This is UVC is from 200 nanometer to 80 nanometer. Usually, UVC will not reach to the Earth's surface. It gets attenuated or absorbed due to this ozone layer, whereas UVA maximum it will get it. UVB is up to certain extent, and UVC it gets stopped in the ozone layer itself. Now, in this UV also, for UVC also we have to see UVC. I just now I stated UVC means from 200 nanometer to 80 nanometer, which see, ultraviolet C's have been used for so many years to neutralize this. Just the our COVID-19, that was our major concern, and we put a lot of efforts. Fortunately, we came across certain latest report. Immediately, this disease has started somewhere in the month of December or so from China, and in the month of March, while we were doing research, we got one of the paper published by Presbyterian Hospital and Weill Cornell University, New York. They had shown what kind of dose will neutralize this COVID-19. So we got the concept of dose. What is the quantity? Means exact quantity we were not aware to kill this virus, because we were aware, yes, UVC may neutralize these things, and we were working on this. Only we were not aware what could be the amount of the dose which will neutralize this UVC. But with the scientific evidences, we got certain documentary evidences, and we focused on that. Even it is so interesting. Maybe again I will cover that. After developing this device, how we face lots of difficulties. We approached the National Institute of Virology in Pune, ICMR. Even I have tagged with the Prime Minister office. I have tagged with the Government of India, health ministers, state ministers, this device. But this device, the moment we have shown this device, this has published in entire country, and there were a lot of emails which I received from abroad also. At the moment we declared this device, next day itself we started getting call from Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and this news was flashed in entire nation, how this UVC has been come up. Though I must claim ours is the first research, and how we have come up with a lot of difficulties. In this direction, still we are working, considering the physics concept of how further we can enhance this research, usually considering the far UVC also. background, I will just 1 minute I will explain you. If you might have seen your first state was the Tamil Nadu, perhaps, which Tamil Nadu or Karnataka, I don't remember, a bit confused. They have started disinfection tunnel. Parallelly, we also invented disinfection tunnel, and then we had shown, but later on the ICMR said it is not recommended. So likewise, we did lots of work on disinfection tunnel also, since we were working since from these. To have it, which is consist of a low pressure mercury inside that, and there will be the two filament pinches and the mercury vapor, which has reflection, absorption, penetration, and reflection. While doing this, fabricating this torch, we must counter these all issues, because reflection and penetration are very important. We must wanted to have it to counter it. So we have studied all these aspects, and we could able to 15 minutes. Can I get it?
No problem, sir. Please go ahead.
Oh, okay. So if I have pointed out over here, this entire UVA is around 350 nanometer, UVB is to 300 nanometer, and UVC from 250 nanometer. Ours is 254 nanometer. If we'll see here the depth which this UVC which we have designed, hardly it goes up to your stratum corneum of our skin. It will not go much deeper than that. And when we had the demonstration of this device with medical fraternity and the state government, there were the couple of the questions. No, UVC may cause the skin cancer. Of course, there is a lot of concern, because sometimes it has been shown UVC causes the skin cancer. The device which we have fabricated is such a way it will not expose to your eyes or your other parts of the body. Even in couple of the videos which we have shown it, the exposure, how we will be countering it. I'm sure Dr. Subbu, your person, will help me subsequently for playing that video. Those videos has been pointed out. Even a cloth and even a hand gloves can stop, our ordinary spec can stop this UVC rays, which we are particularly 254 nanometer, which we are used in our research. And this is the paper while we were doing this our study. What we got is, this is the from ultraviolet susceptibility of the SARS-CoV-2. There, this UVC they had shown on various viruses which has come up, and how the amount of the dose to kill that virus, which has been stated from 7 to 241 joule per meter square. And for the COVID, what is reported is 0.67 millijoule per centimeter square is sufficient enough to neutralize this dose. And the device which we have fabricated is sufficient enough. Yeah. Now, mostly this calculation of exposure dose, because as a physicist point of view, here our role was very important. First, with a little bit medical background, since I also have got some medical background, then with the physicist point of view, we wanted to do all the calculations for this UV rays to get that dose to neutralize. But this is not so simple calculations also, and it will take a lot of time if I will start explaining how to calculate this dose. And soon we have filed the patent today itself on this device, and once it will get accepted, this paper will also be published from our side. All details will be available to everyone. But any light which follows one principle, that is, it is inversely intensity is inversely proportional to square of the distance. This is the rule every electromagnetic spectrum follows it. So while calculating those, one must do all the calculations. It may be ionizing radiation or non-ionizing radiation, because I1 d1 square is equal to I2 d2 square. Considering that, one will get the calculations, and we know what is the dose required for that. Now, if you will see this picture over here, I have given the pictorial format of a eVTOL, then there are a couple of the filters, this is the DNA structure which has been restricted, and the RNA which will be neutralizing it. Dr. Subbu, your admin is available?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you play the first video on
Yes,
various?
sir. Madam Kavita ma'am, are you ready with the first video, ma'am? Can you play it? Kavita ma'am? Admin?
Please wait, ma.
Yes.
I'm going to play that.
Yes, yes, yes. Please.
Yeah, this video you can play. This one. You can play this COVID-19 disinfection, this one. Yeah. Is there any difficulty?
No, sir.
The video is not playing?
It's playing, sir.
Oh, but I can't see it.
No.
Madam, kindly share the playing video. This is a window, it is a file.
Wait. I will start. Can you get this, ma?
Kavita madam, kindly share the video playing.
I am sharing that only, ma. I am sharing the video.
Yeah, perfect, madam. Perfect. Could you please start from the beginning?
Yeah.
You see, the concept which I have covered since from my beginning of the talk, I have covered the timings on which surface this COVID-19 will stay, how much hours or how much days, how many days it will be stays. And a very common, could you hold it, madam, over here? This video, if you'll see, this is the UV torch which has been swiped on these various objects. We have placed the mobile, we have placed the currency notes, we have placed the hand gloves, we have placed the mask, we have placed the fruits and vegetables also. And day to day, what we carry is the milk pouches. There is, it has been shown a couple of the number of the cases why they are raising due to these are the commonly points through which this COVID-19 is spreading. And this is so obvious. So to counter this, we wanted to know how long this COVID-19 virus will be staying on these various articles, currency notes, mobile phones. By simply swiping this required at what centimeter. It's suppose we are scanning this device, these all articles or goods at 1 centimeter, 5 centimeter, the object surface. We have this given the timings for them. Within how much seconds it will be neutralizing the COVID-19, and this is well established fact which has been shown. If you'll see, many countries have started now using ultraviolet lights to neutralize it. Even we had shown in our experiment also, same UV torch can be used to disinfect the isolation wards, the patient carrying suspected or positive carrying patients, ambulances, then wards, our public transport. Now there is a major concern which is coming up about the public transport. Even the public transport, China and the US, they have started a huge bunker kind of thing where all the sides UV torch lamps have been installed, and just park our car or our public transport over there, you will get disinfect with this UVC torch. Because The concern right now we do neutralizing is by using sodium hypochlorite of 1% to neutralize this COVID-19 public transport or other things. Now, how this so beauty of this torch to UV torch, as it has been stated by the local administration and the central government, while purchasing your vegetables, fruits, try to wash for 20 seconds in a soap also. The concern is if you'll wash or dip our vegetables or fruits in a 20 for even for a 20-second in a soap or hand sanitizers, uh, obviously it changes the taste and the durability may not be there for these vegetables, fruits and other things. So this is the best device which will simply you can swipe it with for a fraction of few seconds and then you can disinfect it. If you see deliberately, I have pointed out here watermelon. Since the UV, there are many people are coming up in market showing that no, we have come up with UV touch, but basically they are misinterpreting and they are not covered entire aspect of this UV touch. This UV touch I have stated, they do have hardly few micron of a range. So that's the reason we always advise the users to turn upright or down upright. The moment this now watermelon, only it is the portion which is exposing from the top that will get disinfected, where the portion which is at the bottom that won't get disinfected. So one has to rotate this watermelon also. Similarly, our these milk pouches, which are major concern for all of us, how to disinfect it. So this is one way, just to keep your milk pouch and swipe it. Hardly it requires a few seconds to swipe. Now, I had seen in most of the government offices and various places, they are much concerned about handling files and the papers. Even while using these papers and our bureaucrats and ministers and we sometimes are concerned it may be contaminated due to some carriers. By exposing this UV torch, you can neutralize it. Simple paper, you keep it and it will suddenly neutralize it. So the concept is so well. And one more point I have added over here is the mask. I'm sure the country like us, most of them are particularly from a very, very low strata income group. And this surgical mask, which is what it has been advised, is to use 3-layer surgical mask for our COVID-19 prevention. The common man, if he goes to the market, the cost of the surgical mask as of now 25 rupees, but in the market they are selling around 100 rupees also, and it is just tough for a common man that every time they can throw this surgical mask. The beauty with this UV torch is just swipe our UV torch on this surgical mask and it will get, so even if there is some virus is resting on the surgical mask, for a few seconds, hardly 20, 30, depending on the distance from the object, this UV torch, you can neutralize these viruses on this mask as well. Major concern about the currency now, everywhere, even if you enter in the ATM, they will be spraying the hand sanitizer and we don't know the currency maybe get this having some infected on that. So how to disinfect? Just put it with a UV torch and you get it. Madam, can you go for the second video, particularly?
Yes,
Yeah.
for class one, sir.
Yes, anything. Now it's all right. Yes.